Hello guys, how you guys doing? And it's your boy Good Life. I know that guys, it has been a while since I posted on my YouTube channel, guys. It's not my fault, guys. You know, it's been a very long time. It's due to some circumstances and some instance. That is why I stayed from YouTube for a while. And although I stayed from YouTube for a while, I've still been trading. I took just 2 trades before the end of the year, and I took a trade on gold and I took a trade on US 30, which I'm going to be dropping the screenshot of those 2 trades, guys. I hope that last year was good for you guys, and I hope you guys traded last year so good that you guys had to buy yourself something good during December. Because guys, I took just 2 trades, and those trades were like a very long swing trades. And guys, it was on gold and it was US 30, and guys, I profited from those trades very massively, and I bought myself something very nice, and which I would like to share. But guys, I hope you guys bought yourself something very good, because I would say that last year was a favorable year for me. So now I have big plans for this year, and one of those plans is that I will be bringing in back-to-back analysis. You know, guys, anytime I say that this trade is a banger, guys, I am the Rema of the Forex industry. When I say it's a banger, guys. And we do swing trading, guys. Nothing but swing trading, guys. You can call your mentors if you are a beginner trader, if you are an amateur trader, if you are a professional trader. Watch my video. At least there is something you will learn from my videos, guys. Guys, right now, if you check YouTube currently, SMC and ICT they are taking over like the whole YouTube space. And guys, I don't know what is happening to those that use normal price action trading, like trend lines and support and resistance levels, like me. But my own trading is that I combine the two. I combine SMC and just trend lines and supports together to give me what I used to take my entry and what I used to analyze the market. So now, right before me, guys, I'll be breaking down gold, US 30, NAS 100, and platinum. And whatsoever I do, I'll make sure that this video doesn't last for too long, but I'll make sure I'll give you guys good detail on each and every trade that I'm going to be analyzing right now. So now let's dive into my screen, and the first pair that I'll be talking about right now is gold. The first pair I'll be speaking on right now is gold. So now let's clearly delete these drawings. And now, as a swing trader, the first thing you do is you go to the monthly time frame on any pair, and then you check the overall direction. Right now you can see that the overall direction of gold on the monthly time frame is bullish, like to the upside. Gold is bullish and is sprinting to the upside, guys. So now, guys, we go to the, since we have seen that the monthly time frame is telling us bullish, we can now scale down to the weekly time frame to look for levels. Now, if you wake up to look at any pair and you are confused about that pair, the first thing you do is to mark the recent high and mark the recent low. First, let's do it. Mark the recent high, which I've done right now, and then mark the recent low. Guys, you can clearly see we mark the recent high and we mark the recent low. As far as price is still in between that high and that low, and it's in a bullish trend, whatsoever you do, make sure you buy, because whatsoever price will be doing inside of here, wherever it wants to go to inside of here, the only thing I'll be doing is I'll be buying. So now, as far as price stays in between this zone and this zone, I'll be buying. So now let's go to the daily time frame for more detailing. You get me? Let's go into the daily time frame for more detailing. Remember, the monthly told us that price is bullish, and the weekly time frame we just used it to mark the highs and the lows. Now let's go into the daily time frame to look at more in depth. Now, before we go to the daily time frame, I can see this level of resistance, this level of support. The previous high, which price is now testing as a support level. I've seen that, so I've marked that. Now let's go to the daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame, we can clearly see that price is bullish. After price created after price created these highs, after price created these previous highs, price has created a new high. Now whatsoever price is doing, I just feel that price is creating what they call a higher low for a higher high. I just feel that price is creating what they call a higher low here for a higher high. It's as simple as that. Do not complicate things while you're trying to trade. If not, you're going to miss the direction of price and you're going to take a wrong entry. So now I can also apply my trend line. This is not a counter trend line, this is just a trend line. A counter trend line is if price is bullish and then you see price creating like after creating a higher high, it creates a higher low, and then you try to like use a trend line to accompany that higher low, like this one now. Use a trend line to accompany that higher low. It is called a counter trend line because it is not the original move, it's just a temporary move. That is why it's called the counter trend line. So now we can see we have applied our counter trend line to gold, and we can see that this is a strong level. We see that we have 1 rejection, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If you use a zone, you will clearly see that those are good, those are significant rejections. Let's use a zone. Let's apply a zone. Yeah, you can see that those are nice. This is a very, very strong level right now. So now that is it. I've clearly seen that. So now we are now at this zone right here. So now we'll go to the 4 hours time frame. We have seen that we have marked price is bullish, and then we have marked our recent high and our recent low. And also let me adjust this. Let me bring this down a little. And also we know that we are bullish on price, and what price is doing, price is trying to create what they call, price just created a higher high and price trying to create what they call a higher low. Now let's go to the 4 hours time frame. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame. Let's clearly see what is happening in the market. Now we can clearly see that in the forex space that this temporary low that is going on here, we are going to, you know that in price, guys, price, when I'm trading and when I want to take a trade, I don't just use one entry, I use two. That is, I use break off counter trend line and break off structure. I use break off counter trend line and I use break off structure. So let's apply our counter trend line. Let's apply our counter trend line. From there we apply our counter trend line to here, and then we're going to apply our level, our recent level. We can see this as our recent level. We see this as our recent level. We see this as our recent level. So now that is it on gold, guys. Now we'll be waiting for a candle close. We're waiting for a candle close above this level. We're waiting for a candle close above that level. We're waiting for a candle close above that level. So now that is it on gold. I am bullish on gold. So whatsoever you do, be bullish on gold, guys. Whatsoever you do, be bullish on gold, guys. So I've explained that from the monthly time frame, we see that the overall direction on gold is bullish. On the monthly time frame, the monthly time frame is telling us that the overall direction on gold is bullish. Now we come to the weekly time frame. And we marked our recent high. And then we marked our recent low, guys. So that is it. I will also mark the previous high, which price is coming to test as the recent support level. So now we go to the daily time frame, and then we applied our major trend line, and also we went to the 4 hours time frame. In order for us to get a clear entry, we applied our counter trend line, which is this counter trend line you can see here, and also we applied our zone. So if price breaks our counter trend line and breaks our zone, guys, we are in on a buy on gold. So now for gold, it's a buy. For gold, definitely is a buy. So now the next pair I'll be talking about right now, the next pair I'll be diving into is going to be platinum. The next pair I'll be diving into is going to be platinum. So let's check out platinum, guys. Platinum, guys. I've really not talked about platinum, but right now I think I have plans for platinum. I think I do have plans for platinum. So now it's straightforward. Platinum is very, very straightforward. The same method and the same methodology that we use to analyze gold is what we're going to use in working on platinum. So now let's go to the monthly time frame on platinum. There you have, you can see that the overall direction on platinum is bullish. If we bring out a trend line tool and you try to drag it, you see that the overall direction is bullish. You try to drag it, you see that the overall direction on price is bullish. There you have it. So now, since we know that the overall direction of price is bullish, remember I told you guys that if you wake up to see any pair and you are confused on where that pair is going to, you go to the weekly time frame on that pair, and the first thing you are going to be doing is you're going to mark the recent high and you're going to mark the recent low. No matter how it looks, just mark it and keep it. You understand? So now I already did that here. I marked the recent high and I marked the recent low with this. Let me zoom in so I can see. This is the recent high and this is the recent low. So now we are done with that. Because price is bullish, we are done with that. So now let's go to the daily time frame. Remember, I told you guys I'm not going to waste time on this video. Now let's go to the daily time frame and let's see what's happening. Now on the daily time frame, we see that price is doing sort of a recent, is doing sort of a retracement around the correction. You can call it a correction, you can call it a retracement, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but that is what price is doing right now. So now let's go to the 4 hours time frame and then look clearly what happened. Let's look clearly what happened. So now I always tell you guys that on the 4 hours time frame, you can see that price on the temporary downtrend that is happening. We have seen that price is just like going on. We can see that price is trending downwards for a period of time, that this downtrend is not something that's going to last for a very long time. It's something that's just temporary. So we are going to apply our counter trend line and we're going to apply our level. So now you can see that I already applied our counter trend line. Remember I told you that our counter trend lines, we apply our counter trend line, any of our trend line, we apply it on the wicks of the candlestick, but we apply our levels on the bodies of the candlesticks. Yes, so now you can clearly see that we have applied our counter trend line and also we have applied our level here. So now guys, I want to clearly see, I am very bullish on Platinum, and I want to clearly see that a candle break above here on the 4 hours time frame. Remember guys, I use the monthly time frame to check the overall direction, use the weekly time frame to mark the hello guys, I'm sorry for the break in transmission. So let's continue from where we stopped. So now this is US 30, and I was trying to explain briefly that I took a trade around there where I saw this double bottom and a break of the neckline, and then because of the momentum of the candle, yes, I took this trade and that was it. So now let's go into what I see right now. So now on the monthly time frame, you know, as any pair that you want to analyze on the monthly time frame, as a swing trader, you check the overall bias, and the overall bias is bullish. We can clearly see that the overall bias is bullish, guys. So I am going to mark just one level here, and that is going to be this level. I'm going to mark just this level here. So in case in the future US 30 decides to sell, I know that it is going to sell to this level. So that's by the way, we can see that US 30 is overall bullish, is bullish overall. So now let me try and see if I can match like a trend line. No trend line is going around here. So now that's not what I wanted to do. So now the main thing I want to do is take you guys to the daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that price around this area is creating multiple highs and multiple lows here. So but I want to bring your attention to exactly this level. Now we can see that price created these previous highs. We can see that price created these previous highs, came back in a higher, created a higher high here, higher low, and pushed up for a higher high. You can clearly see that, guys. Price pushed up for a higher high around there. So now we are going to mark this level and we're going to mark this level too. We mark this level and we're going to mark this level. Now let's do that immediately. So now we mark this level, we have this level, and then we also have this level. You can see that price created these highs around there. Now that is not just all. Now inside of this level that we just marked, we see that price has created multiple higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We have this price creating multiple higher highs from a higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, price created a higher low, and now price created a higher high around there, and now price wanted to create a higher high around there, and then price failed to create that higher high. Rather, price created something like a double top, and now price is heading for the downside. But now we cannot just call this a reversal. Why? Someone will ask me, why can't we sell around that area? Because price has refused to break above the previous high. I would say we can't sell at that area because now we can see that all price created series of highs inside of this zone that we marked. Price is bullish inside of this zone that we marked, but now we work with structure. Price have not broken this structure. Price may break the counter trend line, but price has not broken this structure. We are still inside of this structure. Price is still playing around inside of this structure, and which is fine. As far as we stay inside of this zone, we are bullish. So now let's adjust it a little bit. As far as price stays inside of this zone on US 30, we are bullish. Now let me go to the monthly time frame and take a recap. Now let me take this off so that you feel confusing. Now, the overall direction of price on US 30 is bullish. Now we go to the weekly time frame and we can see that price have been creating series of highs and lows on the weekly time frame, but we cannot really see it because it's not really clear. So we go to the daily time frame and we see that on the daily time frame that price, this was the recent highs that price broke. So now price created a higher high around there, created a higher low, pushed up for a higher high, right? And what if price is trying to create a higher low? You never can tell. But right now I am not on the sell side of price of price until it breaks below this level, until I see a candle close below this level. Until I see a candle close below this level. And even if I see a candle close below this level, I will still be at least 80% bullish on US 30 because it hasn't broken the overall structure. Rather, it has broken the temporary structure on the daily time frame, but the overall structure has not been broken. So now, right now, I'm seeing this on US 30. As far as price still stays in between these two zones, price is just dancing around, and price have not broken below this zone so that we can say, okay, price is ready for a sell. Then guys, I am still very much bullish on price. So right now I am still very much bullish on price, and unlike other pairs that I've showed you guys right now, I've given you guys entry point on those ones, but right now I can't give you guys any entry point on US 30, but I can just tell you that US 30 is bullish until we break beneath this low. US 30 is bullish until we break beneath this low, and even if we break beneath this low, the sell that is going to happen is going to be temporary because it's going to happen in between these major zones, these two major zones. For now, gold price is in between these two minor zones. If price breaks below these two minor zones, then price will now be in between these two major zones, and as far as price stays in between these two major zones, we are bullish, and as far as price stays in between these two minor zones, we are still bullish. And some of you might see a break beneath this zone. Just know that it is a temporary sell, and whatsoever you do, you can sell it if you are good, but if it's me, I will stay clear of that sell and wait for a buy. You hear me? I guess you can hear me clearly. I won't sell. I'll wait for a buy opportunity. So that's what I want to show you guys on US 30. US 30 is not actually ready, but when it's ready, I'm going to come back and tell you guys that yes, US 30 is ready. But what US 30 is doing, US 30 has created these previous highs, broke above these previous highs to create a new highs. But as I right now, to create US 30 tried to break above these previous highs but could not, rather created something like a lower high, to come back. But I don't want to conclude and say that the trend has changed. I don't want to conclude and say the trend has changed for now until it breaks below. I see a candle break below this zone, until I see a candle break below this daily zone. Until I see a candle break below that daily zone. And if I see a candle break below that daily zone, the sell that is going to occur is going to be temporary. It's not going to last for a long time. The sell is going to be temporary. I repeat, the sell is going to be temporary. So whatsoever you do on US 30, look for buy opportunities. The sell that is going to come is going to be temporary, so look for buy opportunities, and that sell is going to be in between these two zones. And whatsoever happens, I'm not going to sell. I'm still going to be looking forward to buying. So when that sell happens, I'm not there. Good life is not there. We'll still be looking for buy opportunities. So that is it for US30. So now let's dive into the last pair which we have for today, which is NAS 100, guys. NAS 100. So now let's go into NAS 100, guys. Now there you have it. NAS 100 is kind of complicated because I did the analysis since, and I did it like, let me say, 3 days ago, and I noticed something that I would like to share with you guys. So now let's start from the very beginning. Let's clear our whole chart and start from the very beginning. So now we can clearly see that on the monthly time frame, which is, as a swing trader, you should check on the monthly time frame. We can see that price is overall bullish. The overall direction of price is bullish now. So now let's dive into the weekly time frame to see what is going on the weekly time frame. I'm going to try to be fast on the analysis on NAS 100 because I don't want to take you guys too long. So now on the weekly time frame, can see that price is bullish, but we can't really get any detail on the weekly time frame. So I'll scale down to the daily time frame. Yes, and now I can see a very nice detailing on the daily time frame, guys. You can see that price is bullish, and we can also see this level, guys. You know, while I was looking at US30, I noticed something. First of all, when you don't understand what is going on in the market, first of all, mark the highs and mark the recent highs and mark the recent low. So now I've marked the recent highs on the daily time frame, and I've marked the recent low, which is here. The recent low, which is here. Okay, let's mark the recent low, which is here. This is the recent low, and then this is the recent highs. Remember, guys, our support and resistance levels are on the close of the candlesticks, on the bodies of the candlesticks, while our trend lines will be on the wicks of the candlesticks. Believe me, it has worked for me so many times. I noticed something that I would love to share with you guys. Like Nasdaq is something I need to share with you guys. Nasdaq on the daily time frame is creating what they call a symmetric triangle. Now, should I show you what the symmetric triangle looks like? Should I show you guys what is okay? Let's leave the chart for a bit, and let me show you guys what a symmetric triangle looks like. Let's see symmetric. Let's go. Let's go to symmetric triangle. Let's go. It's not giving me clearly. Let's go symmetric triangle. Symmetrical triangle pattern. I'm not saying symmetry. Now, this is how it looks like. Let me try and give you guys a clear picture of what a symmetric triangle looks like. Now, this is how it looks like. Which one is more clearer? Let's see. So now you can be trading and you see all these pairs. You can see all these patterns. It's really not difficult to spot. It's very easy to spot. Now you can see why is it being ahead? It's clear right now. You can see all this price creating highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, and lows, and then finally breaking out. But on a symmetric triangle, it's either a symmetric triangle has two faces. It's either it's for a continuational pattern or it's for a reversal. But this particular one, it's for a continuational pattern. You can clearly look at this one. That price was bullish around there, created a symmetric triangle and still pushed to the upside. So now let's go back to NAS. Now you can see that price is creating a symmetric triangle around there. Let's mark it clearly. You can see that price is creating a symmetric triangle around here. Let's go from here. We have gotten that level, and then we have from here. Like, guys, I give you guys the best of the best analysis, guys. You can call your mentors to come and see what is going on here, so that they can know how to trade for the year. Call your mentors to come and see what is happening here, so they can know how to trade for the year. And note that whatsoever is happening on Good Life channel is for free, guys. No cost attached. We don't have any private course. We just come online here and give you guys the juicy everything juicy. Now you can see that price on NAS 100 on daily time frame is creating a symmetric triangle. Now let's mark our levels. Now I'm first of all going to mark this level, that if price breaks above this level, we buy. Okay, no, let me mark this level. If price breaks above this level, because this is the new recent level formed, if price breaks above this level, then I buy. But if price decides to break below this level, then you must see me sell. No two ways about it. If we have a break above here, it's a buy. Let's go. If we have a break above here, it's a buy. And if we have a break beneath here, it's a sell. So now we have just seen a symmetric pattern, a symmetric triangle. What do you call them? A symmetric triangle pattern on NAS 100, guys. So now that is it, as clear as possible, guys. No need to complicate things. So now we are going to be getting our close of candles from the 4 hours time frame. We are going to be getting our close of candles from the 4 hours time frame. You can see how massive it is on the 4 hours time frame. Even you can pick point entries from here. I think I took an entry around there last year too. I took an entry around there last year, but it hit me at the break even. Yeah, I took an entry around there. Yes, yeah, around there. I took an entry around this level. I took a trade around this level. When I saw a break above this level, that was this kind. I took a trade, but it pushed up, and then fell, and then hit me out for break even around here. So that was what happened. So now we can see a very nice symmetric triangle on NAS 100 on the 4 hours on the daily time frame. I can also see it clearly on the 4 hours time frame. So now that is it for NAS 100. We are both sides on NAS 100, either a buy or a sell. So it's both 50-50 for NAS 100. But guys, I'm also let me also give it to, because what NAS 100 does, US 30 does. So I'm also giving it 50-50 to US 30. If it breaks below here, we're going to sell, but that sell is going to be temporary. But as far as it is inside this zone and this zone, guys, we are very bullish. But if it breaks beneath here, the sell that is coming is temporary. But the my overall bias for US 30 is buy. So now that is it for US 30. And then let's go to gold, guys. I told you that gold buy, there's no two ways about it. Gold buy, I've explained this already. We are gold buys. We are buying gold. There's nobody that's telling us to buy gold. We are going to buy gold. And then platinum is buying, because platinum and gold, they move almost the same way. It's just that platinum buys more than gold, and also retrace and does this recorrection more than gold. So now, yeah, you can see this is on platinum, this is the analysis on platinum, and now this is the analysis too on gold. And for NAS 2, this is the analysis too on NAS 100, guys. Let me go to the data for a second. I see that on NAS 100. This is the analysis too on NAS 100, but I've not clearly given you guys a direction for US 30. I'm not clearly giving you guys a direction for US 30. But for me, I'm telling you guys, that temporary sell that's coming, I'm not going to be involving myself in it. I am going to be looking for buy. So as far as price stays in between these two zones, guy, I am very much active. I am very much bullish on US 30. So now, it's your boy Good Life. And make sure you guys should trade well, watch my videos, and this year I promise that I'll be bringing in back-to-back contents, and I will make sure that I keep up with the lifestyle. And also, guys, I got a lot of good stuff for myself with the profit that I made last year, but I won't show you. Just know that I bought a lot of good stuff for myself. And also, make sure that you guys are trading well and trading responsible too. And also, guys, I have a very big plan for this year, which I would like to share with you guys. Maybe in my next videos, I'll be sharing with you guys my big plans for the year and what I am I'm trying to achieve before the end of this year. So it's your boy Good Life. Make sure you watch my videos and make sure you learn from it. If you are a swing trader, if you want to become a trader, my videos will help you a lot, because I give you straightforward analysis. I do not hide anything whatsoever. If you check my previous analysis, whatsoever I'm doing now is what I've been doing before. So I do not hide anything. I just give you guys what it is and how it is. So whatsoever you do, guys, make sure that you are always tuned in. Subscribe to my channel.